So at this year's Tokyo Game Show, Capcom showed off a brand new gameplay trailer along with 8 minutes of gameplay for the upcoming Resident Evil Village Winter Expansion. In this video we'll check out both the trailer and the gameplay and go over all the new features coming with the new DLC. Hey guys, this is Chris with B&B Gaming. Welcome back, and I hope you're doing amazing today. Thank you guys all for your likes, your shares, your comments, all your support, definitely appreciated. Now to start with, we did get a few bits of new information about Resident Evil, the franchise, at the Tokyo Game Show. First of all, the upcoming Resident Evil 4 remake has now been announced to be coming to PS4, as well as PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Next, Capcom also announced that they're doing a Resident Evil showcase sometime in October. They haven't announced the exact date yet, but they are saying we can expect updates on the upcoming Resident Evil 4 remake, as well as more information about the Resident Evil Village Gold Edition, and more. So we don't know what the more is, so it could be more information about the PlayStation VR 2's version of Resident Evil Village. It also could be an update on Resident Evil Verse, I think it's called, the multiplayer delayed like 3 or 4 years version. And speculation is we might get some information about Resident Evil 9. So to start with, let's check out the new gameplay trailer. First of all, here we can see third-person mode for Resident Evil Village. And if you played Resident Evil Village on PC, you already have access to a third-person mod. However, it does sound like they've done some extensive work to Resident Evil Village in order to support this third-person mode. In an interview with IGN, Kanoshita, the director of Resident Evil Village, said that adding the features like third-person gameplay and creating the new story chapter felt like creating a whole new game. Kanoshita went on and said, "We felt like we had to make something as good or better than the Resident Evil 2 remake." He said compared to the previous games in the series, Resident Evil Village has an exceptionally large variety of player actions. You can guard, you can move while crouching, and there is a lot of examining objects. We made thorough adjustments to ensure that those unique animations would look completely connected and it would be playable at a good tempo. In this next part of the trailer, we can see the 3 new playable characters. First we have Chris Redfield. Next, of course, we have Lady Dimitrescu. And finally, we have Carl Eisenberg. And one thing they didn't show in the gameplay trailer here is they are adding 2 new levels to Mercenary mode. The first is called Bloody River, and the second is called Bloody Village. As far as the Winter's expansion goes, first of all, it's a new campaign featuring Ethan Winter's daughter Rosemary. Its description says, in the Shadows of Rose story campaign, players take control of 16-year-old Rose as the DLC's protagonist. The DLC will feature Rose having to survive horrors of her own, which includes her own terrifying powers. As someone who would rather live a normal life, Rose embarks on a quest to find a way to break free of the curse, which then takes her to a mysterious realm where memories of the past return to create a warped and twisted world of nightmares. And according to Kinoshita, the director of Resident Evil Village, it's going to conclude Winter's family story for now. Finally, the Winter's expansion is coming out on October 28, 2022 for a price tag of $20 here in the States. They're also coming out with a gold edition of Resident Evil Village for $50, which has the base game plus the new expansion, along with some other goodies such as the RE Verse, along with some cosmetic items. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited about getting back into Resident Evil Village? Have you already played it? Are you like myself and you're waiting to play it with this expansion? Let us know what you think. For me, as someone who hasn't played Resident Evil Village yet, I'm excited to play it in third person. I know one of my favorite Resident Evil games is Resident Evil 5 with Sheva and Chris. I like that third person mode quite a bit more. So I'm definitely excited to try out Resident Evil 8 in third person mode. As far as the Shadows of Rose gameplay, it reminds me a lot of Alice's Madness, which is kind of an older game, but it has that kind of, nightmarish vibe to it, and all these weird creatures and black goo everywhere. It reminds me quite a bit of that, so I'm really excited to check that out. And as far as the Mercenary mode, I've heard it's a mixed bag. Some of it's good, some of it's not very good. But I am excited to at least try it out and play as Lady Dimitrescu and Chris Redfield and just have some fun.
No way I'm waiting for that. Maybe I can find a way across. If this works. supposed to do with this thing? Focus? Alright. I feel different somehow.